All right, welcome again, everyone, to our Saturday morning breakfast call for Postcard Networker. My name is Joel Broughton, and I'm here with my beautiful wife, Kristen. And hey, we are excited that you are joining us here on this beautiful Saturday. The sun is shining. The weather is starting to warm up a little bit here in Pennsylvania. For those of you down in Florida or Hawaii or Texas or somewhere warm all year round, I do envy you. But hey, we're coming around here with the spring, and it's starting to feel, you start to get that fresh feeling outside. So I'm excited about that, and I hope that you're excited about building your business and creating that extra income from home, or kind of taking your business to the next level, which I think some of us are kind of ready for. If you've been working from home for a number of years or a number of months or a number of weeks, you're kind of ready to kind of take that to the next level. So we'll definitely be able to help you with that this morning. So I do want to just recognize everybody who is making a major impact in their business this past week. We do this every week. These are people that are receiving checks, receiving matching postcards just in the last week. So congratulations to Stan and David and Zaina, Greg, Twanzel. Congratulations, Kent and Joseph, Langford, Patty, Charles, Ja. Congratulations to Sam and Priscilla, Robert, Leonard, Jack, Darnell, Greg, Leah. Congratulations, Robert and David, Christina, Marianne, Jerry, Linda, Willie, Ezel, Fred, Herb, Brian, Sean, Pandora. Congratulations to Clinton and Virginia, Chip, Donald, John, Mark, Roy, Kathy, Ned, Sandra. Also, congratulations to Frederick and Tammy, Richard, Janaea, Paulette, Colleen, Clyde, Kim, Nathan. Congratulations, Bob and Kevin. Congratulations to Pam, Mary, Dawn, Howard, Jill, Roger, Alonzo. Congratulations to Georgetta, Jeanette, Josephine, Mike, Sharon, Joyce, Sean, Wolf, William, Fred, Lynn, Alice. Congratulations to Lorraine, Brett, and Sheila. And also congratulations to everybody that's building their business, getting in some free members and starting to make an impact, sending out your postcards regularly. Anybody who's doing those activities to move your business forward, congratulations to you as well. Just to give you a couple of short updates, we are 100% completely up to date on all of our postcard orders. Everything's been mailed out that's been purchased. Everybody's auto ships. Everything's caught up. All the bonus cards. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm pretty excited about that. For about a few days there, we were just going a little crazy getting caught up. And every once in a while that happens. Probably once or twice a year, somehow I manage to not plan properly, and I apologize for that. But normally, for most of the year, we're pretty good in terms of always having a stock of postcards, always having new cards with fresh leads ready to go the moment people order, and we should be good for probably the next 6 or 12 months as we continue to plan. Because every time that happens, it reminds me, hey, we got to make sure that that doesn't happen again. And we were only behind, just to let you know, we were probably only behind about a week, which isn't actually awful considering the number of orders and stuff like that we get on a regular basis. It just kind of feels like a lot more because you guys are working hard and growing your businesses and doing so well. So the other thing is checks are up to date. I just wrote some more checks this morning for the last couple of days, but other than that, all of the checks have been mailed out. You should have, by now, all of your, if you've requested a check recently, you should have it in your hands, or it's definitely in the mail to you as well. Okay, so let's get right into the training, and I want to talk today a little bit about your commitment. I want to talk about the system, okay? And I want to talk about, moving forward and moving your business in the right direction today. And we're going to focus a little bit on that. The commitment really starts with three simple things, and understanding what it's going to take or what you're going to have to do to be successful. And then we'll talk about making that commitment and how to make that commitment in a little bit. But getting started sometimes is the hardest thing, but not just getting started, but actually focusing your commitment level into a new business or into a new project. It's easy to get excited about it, okay? It's easy to get excited about the income opportunity, or it's easy to get excited about a new product maybe that you found, or you feel like you discovered, or somebody's new comp plan that came out, something like that. But the important thing when you're getting started, at least this is what I do. Okay, and when I first got started in the industry, it wasn't like this. When I first got started, I would get excited about the company or the comp plan or the product or whatever. Now what I do is I get excited about myself or excited about my business and bringing that into it, okay, and get re-excited about what it is that I'm doing. So rather than placing your excitement and your energy 100% into somebody else's product or somebody else's comp plan or somebody else's business, what I want you to focus on is just almost like internalize that excitement yourself, okay? Like, be excited about you. Be excited about the opportunity you have. Be excited about the fact that you can bring this new product or this new service or this new business into your kind of life, okay? And the difference to me being that the focus really has got to be on you and your business, okay? Because sometimes a lot of people, what they do is they'll join a business, they'll get so excited about it, and then it doesn't really work out that great for them, or they don't make a ton of money right away, and what they do is they just blame it on that company, or they blame it on that product, or they blame it on that service, or they blame it on the comp plan, or they blame it on the advertising, or they blame, right? Whereas really, to me personally, I feel like if I can't make money with an opportunity, now there are some things we can't make money with, okay? There are absolutely some opportunities you should avoid and that aren't good and that are scams and whatever, right? That legitimately people aren't selling a real product, or they're not paying commissions or whatever. So there legitimately are things like that. But most of the businesses out there are legitimate. They are actually legitimate. And to me, if I'm not going to make money with a new product or a new service or a new company or something, normally I'm going to take responsibility for that myself, okay? Because at the end of the day, it really is up to you and I to kind of determine our own success. It's up to us to pave the way for ourselves to determine whether or not we are going to be successful. See if I can share this here better. So as we build the business, as we build our team, as we grow this new opportunity that we're so excited about when we're getting started, we want to first be excited about ourselves again. First be excited about the opportunity we have. First be excited about what we're going to bring to that opportunity, okay? And the reason why, again, is because if you put all your eggs in one basket with some company, what happens if that company goes under? What happens if that business doesn't work out? What happens if the owner gets hit by a bus, right? I'm not saying that's always going to happen, but I'm just saying, listen, the consistent thing that's going to be with you for the next 20 years in your business, there really truly is only one thing, and it's you, okay? That one thing over the next 20, 30, 40 years is going to be you. You might change businesses, you might change products, you might change companies, you might change advertising mediums. 1 year you might use postcards. The next year you might use newspaper ads. Then you might use a magazine ad. Then you might use some online advertising. Then you might use Facebook. Okay, it's okay to alter kind of your advertising. It's okay to alter, some of the different products you're selling. If you find that it's just not working for you, that's okay. But what you want to do is you want to stay consistent with yourself, right? You want to make that commitment to yourself so that you don't beat yourself up if something doesn't work out that great for you. You've got to stay positive, and you've got to stay excited, and you've got to stay committed to yourself first, and then we can be committed to our companies or our products or our services, okay? So as you're getting started, you make that commitment to yourself first, and then let's make that commitment to the company or product or whatever it is that we're promoting. The second thing is we've got to be consistent. Okay? I mean, there really truly is nothing that's going to replace consistency. Okay? No skill. You can be the best salesperson in the world. Okay? You can develop so much great skill at closing people or enrolling people or cold calling. You can develop so much skill at developing relationships when people call you and being friendly and whatever it is that whatever skills that are important in this industry. But if you're not consistently sending your postcards, or if you're not consistently advertising your website, or if you're not consistently bringing in new leads to your business, it doesn't matter how good you are. It will make no difference whatsoever how great you are if nobody knows who you are, right? If you're going to write something down with this section, write down that. It doesn't matter how great you are if nobody knows who you are, right? A lot of us can be, kind of superstars in our own mind, but if we don't tell anybody that we are, how will they ever know? Okay, so consistently advertising, absolutely key. Now, as we make that commitment and we consistently advertise, that's the only time when success can come. Okay, success comes through commitment and consistency. All right, let's just move on. I want to go through our system again, Postcard Networker. I want to talk about funded sponsoring again, because I feel like some people still don't necessarily understand this, and if you do understand it, sometimes you need a reminder of what we're doing, just to fully grasp this, because I almost take it for granted sometimes, because I understand what we're doing so well, and I've set it up and I've been doing it for years. Okay, but if you're brand new to Postcard Networker, or if you're brand new to network marketing, or if you're brand new to this type of promotion or this type of advertising or business, maybe you look at the things and it looks neat, right? Oh, it's neat. 4 income streams, wonderful. Oh, it's neat. Some of the stuff looks kind of cool. Oh, great, I get paid a couple times. But I want you to actually understand why it's created the way it's created too. Because if you look at other systems, or you look at other marketing platforms, because there are others out there, you look at some of our competitors, some of them have a couple of income streams, some of them have some cool little marketing things, some of them have some contact management systems, some of them have whatever, but they don't actually set up the system properly to walk your prospects through in a way that creates kind of what we need to create to have success in network marketing, in my opinion, through the cold market. Okay, if you want to have success advertising, you do need to run a system similar to what we're running. Okay, you need to actually follow this kind of path. All right, so in funded sponsoring, or in funded proposals, or in a system like this, it's very simple. We always start with a low ticket entry. Okay, we always start with low ticket entry. Now, this isn't just in funded sponsoring. This is actually in direct mail, direct marketing. I've been doing direct mail for probably 12 years. I always start with a low ticket entry. Now, through the mail, sometimes a low ticket entry isn't $5 to $20. Okay, like online, a lot of times we do like a $5 to $20 type of low ticket entry. If you're doing it only through the mail, sometimes you might go up to $30, $40, $50, $60, just because obviously putting stamps on postcards cheaper than putting stamps on like a letter or something like that, right? 34-cent stamp on a postcard versus 49-cent stamp on a letter. Plus the letter, if you're printing it full color and you've got a few pages and you get your envelope, it's going to cost more. Okay, but low ticket entry is crucial. You need to bring in as many buyers as possible. Okay, and this is the first qualification that we have of our leads. Okay, the low ticket entry, the initial purchase. All right, this is where we kind of ask our prospects for some money, ask them for a credit card, ask them for a money order or a check or cash. Okay, and here's the thing: if your prospect, okay, will not hand over $5 or will not hand over $10 or $20 or $50 for more information about your business or for an initial sample or to join your business, okay, one of two things is happening, okay, if they won't hand over any money. The first thing is that prospect is probably somebody who is not going to fully join your business, is not interested in your business. Maybe that prospect is somebody who will never spend money on anything. They just kind of want a free ride, okay? Maybe they don't understand the business. Maybe they'll never get it, okay? So maybe it's a problem with your prospect, okay? There's nothing you can do ever about it if it's a problem with your prospect not wanting to hand over money, okay? And that's why a lot of people get frustrated with cold calling. Because when you cold call people, when you get a list of names and phone numbers and you cold call, you've got to go through all that rejection, all of those prospects that there's no way you're ever going to convince them to join your business or even give you a credit card for $10. You've got to go through that all personally, right? So you sit there calling and calling and calling and calling and just getting no. Many of those prospects, you can't convince them, even if you spend 3 hours on the phone with them, you still can't convince them to join or to even give you $10. Okay, so that's kind of the downfall or the difficulty with things like cold calling, right? Especially before you qualify your prospects. Right, so we qualify them with a low ticket entry. So the first thing is maybe they're never going to join. Maybe they're never going to hand over a credit card. Maybe they're not really interested in your business. The second thing, though, is sometimes you don't have a good offer. Okay, if you get 0% response consistently, maybe you need a different offer. Maybe you need a different postcard. Maybe you need a different sales letter. Maybe you need a different pitch, okay? You should get some type of response. You should get some people coming in. You should get some people checking it out, okay? So it's either a problem with your prospect or your pitch, okay? Prospect or pitch, all right? And the low ticket entry just simply sorts out the prospects for you. All right, that's all it's designed to do. Is it's designed to take everyone who's not willing to spend $5 or $10 or $20 and put them in a pile over here. And then it's taking all the people who are willing to spend $10 or $20 and putting them in a list of buyers over here. Okay, we're just sorting people out with a low ticket entry. That's all we're doing. All right, you can do this over the phone. If you want to get a lead list, you can do this over the phone. Bring people to a presentation, explain to them the opportunity, and tell them to get started. It's going to cost them $10 and see if you can get a credit card. Okay, you can do that over the phone. I don't recommend it because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. It's very time intensive and it's very negative. It feels horrible after a while, right? Doing cold calling. It just does. I mean, some people can shut off their emotions, but often what happens is you burn out, right? You can do it for a little while, and then you burn out, you need a break. So that's why we use postcards. That's why we use direct mail, because when you send out a bunch of postcards, you don't get phone calls back saying, I don't like this business, or this business is a scam, or you're a scam, or I don't like you, or I don't like the tone of your voice, or I won't work with people from such and such a state because, your sports team always beats our sport. Like, who knows, right, why people don't want to join. That's why we send postcards, because when we consistently send hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of postcards out there, we get 1 back, we get 2 back, we get 3 back, we get 4 back, we get 5 back, we get 10 back, right? We're just going to start getting people coming into the business on a low ticket entry, okay? And it could be anywhere from $5 to $50 or $60, $10, $20, all right? It's just kind of like a qualification. It's like a cover charge, right, to get into your business. So if you think of the low ticket entry just as a cover charge to determine who's going to get in the door and who you're keeping out, the only people you talk to are the people who pay the cover charge, okay? The only people you pick up the phone for are the people who pay that low ticket entry, that initial $10, $20, $30, $50, okay, whatever it is. So that kind of, that creates kind of a barrier between you and all the tire kickers. That creates a barrier between you and all the complainers. That creates a bit. Now, some of them will sneak through. Okay? Some of the complainers will pay the $10 and then complain, all right, because that's just what they do. But listen, it's going to get rid of most of the people who it's not worth spending a lot of time with, okay? And it's going to kind of create a pre-qualified list for you. So once you have somebody who's spent some money, what we want to do then is start to move them into recurring parts of the business, okay? A recurring mid-range or recurring long-term, okay? Now, the recurring mid-range tends to be things like advertising, things like memberships, all right? Something that they're going to get a value for in exchange for, anywhere from $20, $30, $40, $50, $60, all right, per month. Okay, so we want to kind of create a group of people who are willing to join into a membership. Now, with Postcard Networker, by the way, the low ticket entry is our affiliate program. It's $10 a month. The recurring mid-range with Postcard Networker is our OMA program, our online marketing and advertising program, okay, which teaches people how to do online advertising. It provides them with content, videos. It walks them through, and it gives them the opportunity to really springboard their business and their brand. Okay, $30 to $60. So that's priced in Postcard Networker at $50 a month. Okay, and that's kind of the range you want to have for kind of a mid-range person. All right, it's going to get them more committed to the business. It's going to help them produce some results in the business. Okay, and again, a mid-range membership, the reason why we created our mid-range membership or our kind of recurring as an advertising and marketing system, okay, with the OMA program, is because I didn't necessarily just want people to join and pay a membership just to be in the company. All right, I'd prefer them paying a membership to get a value that's going to help them promote the company, that's going to help them grow their business, that's going to help them attract more people. Okay. So the recurring mid-range is going to pay you a commission, right? The low ticket usually, sometimes you'll get a commission, sometimes you won't, okay? In different systems and different opportunities. In ours, we don't pay a commission on the affiliate program. We just use that to help run the customer service, the programming, the design, all the different things that we kind of provide. All right, the mid-range, though, you're going to get paid a commission on. Okay, you're going to start to generate that membership money, that monthly money that's coming in. And at this point, I recommend you talk to your members. At this point, if people are joining that OMA program, I recommend that you talk to them. You speak with them. You encourage them to do it. You encourage them to join. to get started. You encourage them to build their business, right? Because you're getting paid, okay, but also because they're going to grow a bigger and bigger team as they use it. The recurring long-term is the third thing, and that's going to be the network marketing company. That's going to be something that, you know, they're going to pay anywhere from $100 to $500, maybe more, sometimes $1,000, $2,000 to join, okay? And then the long-term income or the monthly, you know, money that's coming in from that, you know, normally they're going to pay a $50 to $150 auto ship or product purchase or something like that, okay, per month. And you're going to kind of build your team in there. The recurring long-term is kind of like, think of that as like your home, right? That's going to be your home as you build your long-term income. I mean, that's the whole point of building the low ticket and the mid-range. The low ticket, by the way, and the mid-range, we can kind of swap those out anytime we want. Those are kind of easy things to swap out. When you run an ad, you have a low ticket entry. I could actually today set up a brand new low ticket entry, no problem. I just, you know, put together a postcard or put together a sales letter where I ask for $20, ask for $5, ask for $10, whatever, in exchange for an information product or in exchange for something, right? A CD or something that I provide to them. And when they join, then I phone them or then I talk to them or I bring them in my system or whatever, right? That's easy to kind of swap out and test different things and try different angles and, you know, do different things with it. The long-term income or the long-term recurring long-term business is not easy to swap out. It shouldn't be an easy thing for you to jump from company to company. Okay, that's something that we really want to build over the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. Okay, you honestly want to find a place that you're comfortable. You want to find a place that you love the products and services. Okay, you want to find a place that you fit in with the culture. If you don't, the problem is in 2 years, something flashy is going to come around and you're going to jump on to the next deal. And then if you don't really like that product that much, you just joined it because it was exciting, you're going to jump on to the next deal. You're going to wake up 10 years down the road and you've only been in your long-term company for 6 months because you keep jumping from opportunity to opportunity to opportunity. Okay, that's a problem. People that stick with a network marketing company for over 10 years are on average making more money than people who jump from company to company, even including the so-called heavy hitters, okay? Even including the so-called top performers. The top performers are the heavy hitters or the big mailers or the big people with email lists or whatever you want to call them. Even all of those people who jump from company to company, who have many different multiple opportunities, okay, are making less money than those who stick with one opportunity for a decade, okay, or more, for 5 years or more, for 10 years or more, for 20 years or more, okay? Those people that stick with those opportunities, now I'm not saying you have to stick with your same advertising or your same low ticket entry or your same mid-range, but I am saying it's a good idea to build one opportunity long-term for the next 10 years, the next 20 years, okay? But you have to find a product in a company that you're passionate about, okay? And that's not necessarily the easiest thing to do, okay? But once you find it and you're comfortable and you're happy, then let's stick with it, okay? Let's stick with it, okay? You don't need to see because here's the thing. In network marketing, you know, when you look across the street, the grass is always going to look greener, right, at some flashy new opportunity, some flashy new thing over there. People are going to be flashing checks. People are going to be flashing cars. Oh, I made so much money overnight. They say that in every opportunity, right? Every opportunity out there, somebody's saying, oh, I got rich overnight. I made so much money. Okay, great. That's wonderful for you. But if you go jump to that opportunity, you're starting at zero again, right? Why not stay in an opportunity that you're happy with a product you're happy with, and just work on learning the advertising, learning to build a team, learning to be a leader, okay, learning to grow your business, okay, and sell your product. All right, does that make sense? So once we locate that opportunity, we want to build it. Even if if you want to swap out something because there's some shiny object, listen, I'm kind of preaching to myself here as much as everybody else, to be honest, because I'm one of those, because I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a marketer, right? So I'm like, oh, what is this? What is that? What's going on over here? You know, you kind of get like that. I don't know if any of you guys have kids or maybe grandkids, but those shows that are on TV, I forget. It's like one of the Woods ones where there's that squirrel, and it's like, and the dog is like, squirrel, squirrel, you know, looking all over. You know, you could be talking to them, and then all of a sudden they're off, right, looking at something else. I mean, network marketing and entrepreneurs tend to be like that. We have to really be focused. So if you need to get your fix on new opportunity or excitement or whatever, do it with low ticket entry stuff that leads to your network marketing company in the end, okay? Do it with something where you try a new postcard, you try a new pitch, you try a new angle, you try a new thing, right, which eventually leads to your long-term network marketing company. So you're not switching out that long-term business, all right? Let me tell you a little trick that I'm using for me personally, because I've fallen victim to this too over the years. Income stream number 3 in Postcard Networker. Now, we haven't fully developed that yet, totally, okay? We've got it available, okay, but it's kind of a bit of a work in progress, right? We have the affiliate program. We have you getting paid on postcards, okay, and the matching postcards that go along with that, with the affiliate program. We've got the OMA program, which is income stream number 2. Income stream number 4 is your network marketing company, whatever you choose. But income stream number 3 is kind of like information products, right? Now, the reason why that exists is so that every time I kind of get antsy about something and I kind of want to create something new or get excited or do something, I can put it in income stream number 3. So you can feel confident that your CEO, even though I'm a marketer and I'm an entrepreneur and sometimes I find new things and exciting things or whatever, we can still build our same core system, right, with Postcard Networker. I'm not going to take everyone off into some weird direction or some new system or whatever. We're going to stick with Postcard Networker. I can just put other opportunities or other information products or courses or whatever in income stream number 3. Right? We can slide them in. We can generate the income from our existing downline. We don't have to move. We can be solid in this opportunity. And I want you to be solid in your long-term business too. Okay, so if you ever feel the itch to look at a new opportunity or change companies or move around, the only reason why you should move is if you're not happy with the culture, not happy with the team, not happy with the products. Okay, don't move because you think there's a better opportunity somewhere else, because normally that's not the case. If it's just opportunity, don't move. If it's you don't like the product or you found a better product or a better team or a better culture, fine. Okay, that's fine. But if it's just shiny syndrome, right? Shiny object syndrome, or if it's excitement, or if it's comp plan, oh, this comp plan I think is going to be better. Don't waste your time. Okay, stick with that long-term opportunity. All right. And the final thing I'll mention too is sometimes we have high-ticket opportunities or high-ticket items. You'll see this a lot with internet marketers, people who are primarily affiliate marketers, not network marketers. Okay, and an affiliate marketer is somebody who just builds their own list and then sells information products or sells courses or sells systems or whatever to their existing list. Okay, and so the high-ticket items generally are mostly for affiliate programs or with internet marketers and stuff like that. Most network marketers are happy with their long-term recurring income, okay, business, all right, their network marketing company. The high-ticket optional, usually $1,000 or more, sometimes $2,000, sometimes $5,000, and this can include things like information products or coaching. There's nothing wrong with, by the way, you setting up your own coaching program and pitching it inside the Postcard Networker system to just your team or to just your downline or to just your members. If you want to sell, your own course, you want to sell your own information product, you want to sell your own coaching, you want to sell something like that, hey, no problem, okay? You can only sell it to your personal team, like to your direct people. You can't sell it downline because we don't give you access to the list of people below your first level. But there's nothing wrong with selling it to your people if you've got something like that or if you want to develop something like that, okay? And high-ticket items normally will help you monetize your business a lot faster, all right? It'll help you get more cash in your pocket immediately. It'll feel good, okay? High-ticket, what I've found in the past is, especially if you get into like $5,000, $7,000, $10,000, $20,000 items, is it tends to be hard to duplicate. It tends to be hard to have your team actually make money with it. So you'll see, like me personally, I've always kind of shied away from the really high-ticket items because although I know, because I'm a pretty good salesman, okay? Like I don't want to be, I don't want to come off like, oh, I'm the best salesman. I don't want to come off that way, but I'm pretty good at sales. I've been doing this for over a decade, and I talk very well to people. I'm very relatable. I'm almost too honest sometimes. But people tend to like me when I speak with them. So I would be able to personally sell a high-ticket item pretty easily, okay? I think. $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 item, I could probably do it. But unfortunately, I know that you might have trouble doing it, that your team might have trouble doing it. So if we had a high-ticket offer in our business, although it would create more money faster, I believe, okay, and this is just my own personal belief system, okay, you can disagree or agree or whatever, and that's fine, but I believe that most people would have trouble selling that. Most people would have trouble duplicating that, and so it would only be like the really good salespeople or the top leaders that would make a lot of money with that, okay? It wouldn't be the average everyday folk that are coming in trying to generate, some money for the first time. I think you'd be spending that money but not able to recoup it. So that's why I tend to stay away from the high tickets just in my systems and in our business. But there's nothing wrong with it. We probably at some point will have some optional high ticket items in our income stream number 3, okay, within Postcard Networker. At some point, we'll probably have a $1,000 course or some kind of training or some kind of coaching or something where you can get paid on it, and I'll just sell it through the system. I'll sell it through the Saturday morning breakfast calls, and I'll sell it to the team and to your people and everybody for you, okay? But I just feel like making that your primary main focus or business is often hard because although you might be able to do it and I can do it, most of your team won't be able to, okay? Because it's just, it's a lot of money to ask for, and a lot of people feel uncomfortable with that. So the high ticket, we'll just put it as optional, okay? If you don't need that in your system, but definitely you can generate, if you want to include something like that in your system or in your funded sponsoring at the end of your system or somewhere in between, you can generate some really good money fast. And there's nothing wrong with you taking your Postcard Networker business, okay? We've got the low ticket entry, we've got the recurring mid-range. You're going to bring the network marketing company, the long-term recurring, kind of that third income stream or that third place. We'll have kind of some information products now and again, okay, as we start to develop that more. There's nothing wrong with you bringing another high-ticket item into here as well, okay? There's nothing wrong with you bringing additional things to sell. If you have some other kind of advertising program that's going to help benefit your team with Postcard Networker, that's going to help benefit them to build their network marketing company with you, there's nothing wrong with you selling or offering that to your team. Now we don't make it necessarily hugely easy for you to do that. You've got to actually, either pick up the phone and call your members or email them, okay, or contact them. There's not like a link they can just go to in your back office. We kind of limit that because I feel like I don't want to just make this a huge place where we're just selling all kinds of things. We put in the basics of what you need, right? You need a network marketing company, you need the OMA, you need the recur, you need what we've created in here. But if you want to go pick up a high-ticket item or a coaching course or something like that you want to sell to people in your downline, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, that's okay. You can generate additional income. Remember, Postcard Networker is about building your downline and building your team and being a place where you can generate leads and build a following. That's what it's about. So if you find something that's going to benefit your team, not just to sell to your team, but if you find something that's going to benefit them, feel free to offer it to them. Okay? I'm not going to get bent out of shape if you offer your team a great advertising program where they can, generate more leads for their business and grow a bigger team and whatever. And if it costs them $100 a month, or if it costs them $500 one time, or $1,000 one time, or something like that, hey, by all means, don't think that you're limited just in what we've created either with Postcard Networker. Once you build that downline, it's yours. You can definitely promote to them. Just remember, we only give you access to promote to your front level because that second level, third level, fourth level technically is somebody else's lead or somebody else's member, right, in your downline. Okay, so you kind of always got to just start with your front level, and if they're joining or happy to be in your business or whatever, you can work on helping them to promote to their team. Okay, does that make sense? So funded sponsoring is about this. These 4 things will allow you to build your business: advertising, building your brand, building your team, building your income. Okay, and the reason why I put them in this order is for a specific reason. Okay, if you're not advertising, your business, you may as well hang it up now. There's no point. If you're not going to go out there and get people to make purchases from you, you're in the wrong business. If you just want to do customer service, or if you just want to do a job, or you just want to shuffle paper, be an accountant or something like that, then go do that and do what you love, okay? Network marketing and internet marketing and Postcard Networker and all this is about marketing and sales, okay, at the end of the day. We can build teams and we can work together and we can be positive and we can do all that, but at the end of the day, it's about marketing and sales, okay? So if you're not advertising, there's no point in pretending that you're going to try to build a business. You need to be advertising consistently. We've talked about this over and over again. Dr. Pritchard last week basically said, listen, here's what I do. Here's what I tell my team. 100 postcards a week, every week, consistently, forever. That's basically what he said. Forever, right? Do you ever stop? Nope. Are you ever going to stop? Nope. Right? And sometimes he does more. Sometimes, he might send out 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, whatever to get things rolling a little faster. But then it always comes back to 100 postcards a week, 100 postcards a week, 100 postcards a week. Okay? And he sends out the Postcard Networker ones, and he sends out some of his own for his own system. He sends out some that just generate leads, comes back to him. Okay? But the key is that he's always advertising, and you always need to be advertising too. Remember when I said that, feel free to swap out that front end sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Because as long as it's going to lead back to your network marketing company. I was talking to a gentleman yesterday, actually. Was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago. And he was brought to me by one of my personals. So I enrolled one guy, and then he brought one of his guys to talk to me. And he was joining our network marketing business with me, like my income stream number 4, right? Our network marketing company. And he was asking questions, and he said, well, I've got this system that I put together, and here's how it works. I asked for people for $20 right away, and then I have a second system where they upgrade phase 2, and they come in for, I think it was $40 or $50 phase 2, and then phase 3 is going to be the network marketing company with you, Joel. And I said, that sounds perfect, because think about that. What he's doing is what I just explained to everybody, which is, here, let's move it back. Let's move the slide back. Low ticket entry, $20. Then he had a $50. Okay, now he didn't do a recurring, he just did a one-time, but that's okay too, okay, because it was a mid-range. And then he was going to do the recurring long-term with the network marketing company. So he had that those three parts of the business. All right, and I said, well, you know, whether you do that middle one or not, I don't even know if you need it, because you're almost, like, you've almost got 2 low-ticket entries, right? Because he was going to do a 20, and then he was going to do a 40 or 50 one time. So if he was going to do it recurring, yeah, recurring, no problem. But one time, it's almost like the same thing. All right. So, but the point of what I'm saying is that he had set up that system to advertise, to bring people into the network marketing company. Okay. It's the same as what we have with Postcard Network. Now, Postcard Network is easier because he's obviously going to have to source his own leads. He's going to have to print his own mailers, print his own postcards. He's going to have to build his own team, build the brand, build all that. That's okay, right? Because he's done it before. He knows how to do it. He's a successful kind of like owner of a little system, right? Owner of a system. So he's well on his way. And I just gave him some advice, and we talked about, you know, some different angles and some different ideas and stuff. And I gave him some, you know, a sales letter to use to promote the network marketing company. But here's the point in the whole thing, right? Whether he used Postcard Networker to get to the network marketing company with us, or whether he uses his own system, it doesn't necessarily matter, because the point is still driving people into the network marketing company, okay? The point is still that he's going to do tons of advertising on that front end, okay, to get those $20 sales. $20, $20, $20, $20, $20, right? Does that make sense? So the advertising will never stop. Now, the second part is building your brand, and you can build your brand today, or you can wait and you can build it in 6 months or a year or 2 years or 3 years or 4 years or 5 years or whatever. But at some point, I'm encouraging you all the time, and I always will, to try to start building out your personal name and your picture and building with your team, so people recognize who you are. Okay. Remember when I said earlier, it doesn't matter how smart you are, it doesn't matter how much you know, it doesn't matter how great you are if people don't know who you are, right? Building your brand tells people who you are. Without getting into specifics, a lot of you guys can probably guess some of the people that I'm talking about, okay, in terms of some celebrities. There are celebrities out there who, if I told you their name, you would know who they are, but you could probably not tell me why they're celebrities, okay? And I ask my wife this sometimes. I'm like, why is that woman a celebrity? Or why is that guy a celebrity? I don't even get it. Like, what are they known for? What is their business? Why are they rich? And she'll be like, oh, that so-and-so is so-and-so's daughter, or they know this person or whatever. And it's like, yeah, but why are they so famous? Right? You could probably take a guess at some of the types of people that I'm talking about, but the reason why they're famous or the reason why they have so much celebrity is because they build their brand. And they just tell everybody who they are. Isn't that crazy? They just constantly build who they are. And they put their name out there and their picture out there, and they just build themselves up, and then people want to follow them. Okay? So at some point, I want you to start thinking about, and you don't even have to do this like intentionally. You can just start adding your picture on things, or adding your name on things, or building yourself a little blog, or having, the OMA program is a great place for it. It makes it really easy for you to start getting your picture and your name out there with content that's really good, because we provide the content, right? So just start thinking about places where you can start getting your picture, your name, your brand built, okay, in the industry. This isn't going to pay dividends today. Building your brand isn't really going to pay dividends today. The advertising will. Building your brand, not so much, okay? Building your brand is just something you have to do over time. You have to just start doing it, all right? Here's an easy way to do it too. Set up a signature block on your email. So every time you send an email to somebody, it automatically adds your signature block on there. And if you don't know how to do that, go on Google or go on YouTube or something, and somebody will teach you how to set up a signature file on your emails, right? When you send out a Hotmail email or whatever. Our emails, when I send them out, say warmly, okay, Kristen and Joel Broughton, and it's got her name and phone number, okay? So that goes out from our email address. It just says warmly, Kristen and Joel Broughton, phone number, email address, okay? Some people put their business, their business website. I do recommend you put your website, especially if you're first starting out, okay? Some people put a tagline underneath their signature block, so they'll put like, do you want to start making money at a click of a button? Click here, on their website, or as easy as just sending out a postcard, you can start making an income from home, postcardnetworker.com, right? Put your postcard link. But start thinking about using something constantly all the time. So when people see it, so if somebody sees our signature block, they'll always see warmly, Kristen and Joel Broughton. For one of our other businesses, Kristen always signs it live elevated, Kristen Broughton, okay? It always says live elevated, Kristen Broughton, live elevated, Kristen Broughton, okay? I'm trying to think of if we use something different for Postcard Networker. I think it's just warmly. I think I just use warmly, okay? But it's a consistent thing. It's a consistent part of our brand that we're always using. So if you always use the same signature block, believe it or not, friends, family, business partners, leads, people will start to recognize that in your signature block. They'll start to recognize, and just subconsciously it'll start flowing in that's always you, right? One of the ones I used to use years ago, I don't use it anymore. You can feel free to use it if you want. I always used to sign my name, see you at the bank, comma, Joel Broughton, okay? It's a little silly. I kind of liked it, but I don't use it anymore, but feel free to use it. See you at the bank, hey, we're all going to make money together. Let's do this, right? So you can come up with your own. You can copy somebody else's. It doesn't matter, but just try to use something that's always going to be there, that's always going to be consistent and the same. And that's why the OMA program is so good too, is because those intro videos that go at the beginning of all the trainings, if people are watching your trainings, they will always listen to that catchy little music, your picture fly in, your name, right? They'll start to connect with your face, your name, your picture, your little catchy music, right? Your link, your business, okay? Does that make sense? So as we advertise, building your brand is important to start doing. If you're brand new, the best way to do it, just start doing it through the OMA program, okay? Start doing it through a signature file in your emails, okay? Try to use the same thing all the time. Try to use something that matches your brand or your personality or something like that. It doesn't have to appeal to everybody. It's going to just appeal to people who are like you and that want to work with you, okay? So do something that is good for you. The third thing is building your team. Okay, obviously we want to work with our team, and then that all leads to building our income. Believe it or not, building your income needs to not be number one. You got to advertise, you got to build your brand, you got to build your team, and the income will come. Okay, as we advertise more, as we get our name bigger, as people recognize who we are, as we start working with our team and they start to like us, right? That's where your income will really skyrocket. It's funny, in Postcard Networker, there's a lot of different types of people. There's a lot of different There's some leaders and some people that are super successful, and some people that have had success before, and some people that brought teams, and some people that are brand new. I'm finding the people that are the most successful are the ones that are consistently advertising and the ones that don't mind talking to their team, the ones that are encouraging to their team. Those are the ones that tend to be growing bigger businesses. Okay, so I would recommend that you advertise consistently. Okay, whether it be 100 a month, 100 a week, 100 a day. That might be a little overkill for most people, but but sending out consistently, sending out regular advertising. Start building your brand, start getting your name out there, start getting a consistent messaging out there with a picture, with your name. Don't be scared. Okay, at some point you're going to want to do this. Don't be scared of your team. They want to talk to you. They want to dream with you. They want to build with you. And then the income will naturally come from those activities. Okay? Finally, let's just decide what we're going to do this year. Okay? What we're going to do this month, what we're going to do this week. Are you going to make a spare time commitment, a part-time commitment, or a full-time commitment? Or are you going to make a do whatever it takes commitment? Okay? I tend to be in the last category. I tend to be in the do whatever it takes commitment type of level, which has taken some time to get to, I got to tell you. A lot of people say, I do whatever it takes. I do whatever it takes. Absolutely. Okay. Well, will you quit your job and do this business full time until you make it? Okay. Maybe not right away. Okay. Maybe you don't want to do that immediately because you still have to pay the bills and have to put food on the table for your kids, and you don't want to get kicked out of your apartment or whatever. But that's what I'm saying is, like, at some point, doing whatever it takes means spending money you don't have on advertising, staying up late at night and maybe sleeping one less hour so you can watch some training on YouTube from Postcard Networker or from somebody else. Okay, running more advertising than everybody else, making those extra phone calls to your team, maybe putting together a team meeting for your team to get together to talk about the business. Okay, doing whatever it takes just simply means that we are legitimately going to make this work no matter what. Okay, it's okay to start with a spare time commitment. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not bashing that. But just understand that a spare time commitment comes with spare time income. Okay? Until you start to grow your commitment, until you start to grow your time. Same thing with a part-time commitment, same thing with a full-time commitment. I want to tell you this. Currently, most people, unless you're retired or unless you're independently wealthy, most people have a job that are on this call, and you currently spend 8 hours a day, 5 days a week at your job. So you're spending 40 hours a week or approximately 2,000 hours a year working at your job. That's a full-time commitment. And for that, you're getting full-time pay. Okay? If you were to spend 40 hours a week building your Postcard Networker business, what would that look like? That would get you to a full-time income with Postcard Networker a lot quicker. Now, you might not have that time today, but let's eventually work up to that time, right? Let's spend an hour a day. Let's spend 2 hours a day. Let's spend 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day. Let's spend whatever time you have. Because the more time you spend building your business, learning about your business, growing your business, talking to people, advertising, okay, the bigger your business is going to get. And the quicker you're going to be able to go to a full-time income, and the quicker you're going to be able to quit your job, and the quicker you're going to be able to spend 2,000 hours a year building your business and building your life instead of going to a job that maybe you don't necessarily like, that's paying you a mediocre salary, and you have to work with coworkers that you smile to but aren't necessarily excited about talking to. Okay? Just think about that. Okay? Just something to think about. So as you grow your commitment in time, and as you grow your commitment in terms of doing whatever it takes, your income will come along with that. Okay? And remember, here's what you got to do. Okay? We're going to just go back again. Advertising, building your brand, building your team, and then you get to your income. Okay? Does that make sense? That's it for me today, folks. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Get out, spend the next hour, get outside, enjoy the sunshine if it's shining there. Get some exercise, feel refreshed, okay? And then focus on your business. Grow your business. All right. Have a great weekend, everyone. Wish you all the best. Bye for now.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please click the subscribe button right now to be able to get access to all of our future trainings and information that we release through our YouTube channel. As well, please just click on the next video that you'd like to watch that's displayed on your screen right now. Thanks so much. Again, subscribe and then click on the next video that you'd like to watch.